Bill Kenny of the Chiefs passes to Stephon Page, who has mid-air possession, but the ball comes loose when Page's back hits the ground. Now you make the call, complete or incomplete. What call did you make? Regardless of mid-air possession, the receiver must hold onto the ball when he hits the ground. Otherwise, as in this case, it's ruled an incomplete pass. IBM presents You Make the Call. Junior Tatalatasi of the Eagles is returning a kickoff when he is hit by two Bronco defenders and fumbles. The ball is eventually knocked all the way out of the back of the end zone. Now you make the call. Is this a touchback? What call did you make? Anytime an offensive player fumbles in the field of play and the ball goes backward out of the end zone, it is a safety. IBM presents You Make the Call. John Elway of the Broncos runs for the end zone and is ruled down a foot short of the goal line. In his disgust, Elway slams the ball down in the end zone. Now you make the call. Where do you spot the ball? What call did you make? Elway's fit of pique results in a 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. Spot the ball 1 foot short of the 15-yard line. IBM presents You Make the Call. Rafael Septien of Dallas attempts an onside kick, which is touched by a Cowboy before it goes 10 yards, and then is knocked out of bounds by a Ram. Now you make the call. Where do you spot the ball? What call did you make? The ball is spotted where it went out of bounds because that's where it was last legally touched by the receiving team in the field of play. Rams ball at midfield. IBM presents You Make the Call. Greg Montgomery of the Oilers has his punt blocked by a charging Charger so that the flight of the ball carries it directly over the goal line pylon. Now you make the call. Is this a touchback, a safety, or out of bounds at or inside the one? What call did you make? Since the goal line pylon is considered to be out of bounds in the end zone, this is a safety and 2 points for the Chargers. IBM presents You Make the Call. Lynn Dickey of the Packers is chased by the Steelers into his own end zone. Dickey attempts to escape but can do no better than to break the plane of the goal line with the ball. Now you make the call. Is this a safety? What call did you make? In order to be ruled other than a safety, the entire ball must be beyond the goal line and back in the field of play. This is a safety. IBM presents You Make the Call. With a count of 2 strikes on a batter, a pitcher takes too long to throw the ball. The batter asks for time and steps out of the box just as the pitcher appears to throw the 3rd strike. Is the batter out? You make the call. A batter can ask for time anytime he pleases, but only the umpire can grant his request. In this case, he clearly didn't. So if you said the batter was out, then you made the right call. IBM presents You Make the Call. Gerald Wilhite of the Broncos has scored a touchdown, and then to celebrate his success, he performs a beautifully executed backflip. Now you make the call. Should Wilhite be penalized? What call did you make? Any obviously premeditated demonstration is considered to be unsportsmanlike conduct. 5-yard penalty on the succeeding kickoff. IBM presents You Make the Call. In Chicago's Wrigley Field, a batter hits a long fly ball that disappears in the ivy on the outfield wall. How far can the man who hit the ball advance? You make the call. A fly ball lost in the ivy at Wrigley Field is a ground rule double. Of course, it doesn't hurt to find the ball. If you said 2 bases, you made the right call. IBM presents You Make the Call. On 4th and 10 from the 20, Bucky Scribner of the Vikings has his punt blocked by the Rams. After his lineman released downfield, Scribner recovers at the 10 and wings a pass to a wideout for an apparent first down. Now you make the call. Where do you spot the ball? What call did you make? Since the Vikings linemen are considered to be illegally downfield because of the forward pass, it's a 10-yard penalty against the Vikings. IBM presents You Make the Call. Joe Montana of the 49ers sprints out and passes for the end zone, where Ray Horton of the Cowboys intercepts. In his attempt to escape from the end zone, Horton trips and falls and is then down by a 49er. Now you make the call. Is this a touchback or a safety? What call did you make? Since the impetus was supplied by the offense, even though the defender tried to escape from the end zone, it is ruled a touchback. IBM presents You Make the Call. Barry Heldon of the 49ers punts to Gerald McNeil of the Oilers, who mishandles the bouncing ball of the 3. The ball is eventually recovered in the end zone by Tom Rathman of the 49ers. Now you make the call. Whose ball is it and where? What call did you make? To avoid awarding a cheap touchdown to the kicking team, the ball is awarded to the kicking team at the spot of first touching.